Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Good to see you. Happy Saturday night. I have Jenifer Miller with me from BellaRayne
Hi.
Jewelry, and she has a great YouTube channel. So if you guys don't already follow her, you might want to check that out because there's a great content there. Lots of beautiful designs, and you also do lots of like unboxings and
Yes.
inspiration. Like you'll get a kit,
Yes.
like you've
Yes.
got some of our kits and built them, and that's
Yes.
really helpful for people to see.
hmm hmm
So how did you get started with that?
How I got started was it was the pandemic, and I was working
Oh, yeah.
remotely, and I needed
Mhm.
something to just break me away from work. And I had a Cricut machine, and I
Oh,
had the bundle pack. And what do you do with the genuine leather it comes with? I Googled leather jewelry, and I got Kelly Sutton from Kelly's Bead Boutique.
love her.
And then it's just gone on from there. From Kelly, I met Nealay, and that's who we're here for today. He doesn't know it though. He never got back to me, but we'll see. Hopefully, he'll find out that we're like showcasing his kit. But
We can
that's
send
how
the
I
link.
got exposed to you, is through Nealay. So this is
Oh,
very
wow.
fitting that our first collaborative little live video is featuring Nealay and Silver Silk. So thank you so much for having me here.
Well, thanks for being here, and thanks for the great idea. We realized we were both ordering his kit, and we're like, well, hey, why don't we just? We're gonna be sitting there Saturday night playing with our beads anyway, so why don't we just turn on a live? Like, this is how I party now. So
We'll be
yeah,
messaging each other all night,
like
anyways.
we would just be sending pics back and forth of like, oh, this is awesome. Did you see this? So yeah, so we're like,
Good.
we'll share that like experience with everybody. And
Mhm.
do you know if these are sold out? I didn't check. I should have.
So I checked this morning, and they were
You
not
did.
sold out.
Oh, so they're still there. Where can they get them?
Mm.
Silversilkonline.com.
Silver Silk and More, or silversilkonline.com.
Is that
Mm-hmm.
right? Of course, I should
Yes,
have
and
that
it's
link ready.
Agent Egypt. I'm gonna look right now too,
Oh, okay.
because this is also part of the Great Bead Extravaganza for the Fall Fest.
We got folks saying hi.
Oh, yep,
Hey, guys.
Agent Egypt. It's Ancient Egypt Mystery Design Kit.
Ancient Egypt Mystery Design Kit. Gotcha.
Yes,
Okay. And
and
that's
it
on
is still available. Yes.
silversilkonline.com. And I don't, I, so I took a little peek before, because when I get mail, I open it. But then I realized what I was doing and I stopped. Look, see, I didn't keep going. So I'm seeing it so mostly for the first time too.
Mine
And you haven't opened yours at all, right?
unbroken. I haven't.
Ah, you were good. You were good. Like I made a guess from the picture of what colors I think are in it. And
Mhm.
so I ordered these colors and then I paired it with one of these. These are at Michael's. These are our brand new like palettes. And then I thought, hey, maybe because it's Egypt, right? This felt Egypt to me.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just gonna see. I don't know, but we'll play.
I have both of my Silver Silk bins right next to me within arm's length, and all of my Silver Silk findings. I have all of my findings. I have it
Oh
in
wow.
this little, it's like stackable. So one side has copper and antique brass and antique copper, and the other side has the silver and the gunmetal and the gold.
Oh
And
wow. That's
yeah,
so cool.
I have a lot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can never have enough of those. You can never
That's
have too
right.
many.
Who
Yeah,
do we
for
have
sure.
here?
Well, I was
Hi.
just looking. We have a lot of folks. This might be a good time for everyone. I mean, everyone's free on a Saturday
Mhm.
night, right? We're all just kind of
Yeah.
hanging out. And so we've got Cindy, and
Hey,
um, it comes up as Teller. So I hope I'm saying that right. Cecilia's here. Maria's here, and Zakaya
Maria.
is here. Hello again. Yeah.
And I
Hey,
saw
look at
someone
everybody.
was in Vegas. We
Who's
have a
yeah? Was that
friend. Was it
Cecilia's in Vegas?
Cecilia? Yes. So
Yeah,
Sarah Lovecraft is in Vegas right now.
she is. She is. Yeah, I hope she's having a lot of fun. I think I saw in her post earlier that
Mhm.
they were at one of the casinos just hanging out. Looks pretty
Just
cool.
hanging out. Just hanging out. just like what we're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know you were itching to open that, so why don't I spotlight? I'm going to spotlight your desk really quick so everyone can get a really good view.
Okay, and this is how you get it. You get an envelope. It's as mystery as it comes. So let's go ahead and go here. What I like too is he gives you a list of everything that you're getting and gives you a little bit of what inspired the kit. So that is really, really cool. If you're new to Silver Silk, you know, this was, I think, the first thing I ever did when I first saw Silver Silk was order a kit. And yeah. Oh, Danielle, are you seeing this?
I'm seeing it. I'm like, woo!
This is
So
cool.
it's got navy blue. I was not expecting the navy blue. Oh my gosh, we can stitch on that in paint.
That. Oh my goodness. Yes, look at that.
Have you got hooked on the painting yet with the new vintage paints?
Yes, I have a whole bunch of them. I'm looking at them right now. I got them from Softlex. Got them from Softlex.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where I saw them first too.
Look. Did anybody see his pop-up shop?
I did. I actually browsed around in there and grabbed a few things.
And he has this capture chain that he made that has the blue ball chain. Look at that.
Look at that.
So if nobody has seen the Silver Silk capture chain or pearlescent chain, what Nealay does is he has ball chain. So you have ball chain here, and he wire wraps around it, and you can actually pass a needle through the knitted wire, which Danielle has done amazingly. Oh my goodness. Well, this has the blue. That is awesome. I love it.
That's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was so cool.
Oh, and then we have this bronze. And then we have pipe chain. Look at this pipe chain. It is
that like a neon cobalt going there?
Yes, it is. And this is it's wire knitted around a rubber tubing. And I have stuffed it with wire, beading wire. Yeah. And you see the end here. You see how this is kind of looks like it's fraying. It doesn't fray. All you do is just what he calls priming it. And I have bracelets that I wear all the time, and they don't fray. They don't fray at all. So this is pipe chain. Do you want to show the beads?
Okay,
Did you open yours up, Danielle?
I haven't yet. I've just been oohing and on watching yours.
I'm oohing and on over all of this fun stuff.
Okay, well, they all switchers. So now I'm seeing the colors are different than I was expecting. There's some navy blue in there, and I should have guessed by the, yeah, I should have guessed it. So here's mine. And I have, well, you've shown those, so I'm going to just show the beads that are in here. And it looks like, oh gosh, okay. I love pinch beads. Those are some of my favorite beads. I really love them.
Yes.
And then there's some fire polish. And how cool is this? I mean, like the way he does his prints, I'm always really in awe of that. And let's see what's in here. Oh, fire polish, rondelles. Always super handy. I think we used this exact size in one of the little stitch designs that I did in one of my first lives with Nealay. Those were really fun.
It was your necklace. It was the necklace.
Oh, you remember that one? It was like I think we were reverse stitching.
Of course.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's just a real cool interest piece. Where does he find all this stuff? I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Little little sides on it.
That is.
Wow. Okay. Oh, good. Some wire, because I was just having this thought, like I didn't bring up any wire, and if I get a wire idea, now I have some. Wow, there's even ear wires in here. That is really cool. That's thoughtful too. That's cool. Check that out. Are you getting ideas? I'm getting
Gorgeous.
ideas.
That is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes.
Those are neat. Oh, look, you could just do like a stacking. That looks so Egyptian. Look at that. Just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and some findings. Hey,
Yes.
is this a new
That's
color,
what
Gina?
that is the antique gold.
Is it? Oh, so
Yeah,
that's
that's the antique
what you
gold.
could get more of if you want to do. Okay.
Hmm. And here's the good thing is if you bring up one of those findings and then the ear wires, they're the same tone. They're the same metal. Look at that.
Oh
They're the same
wow, that's
color.
thoughtful. Look at that.
How beautiful. That's what I love about his kits too, is he includes findings. And so if you don't have a stash of findings like what I have, and granted, it's taken me, it's been almost 3 years since I saw him. So I have 3 years of saving.
Oh,
And
cool. Look at the color on those, the depth. I'm not sure if that's coming over, but those are like a very deep, reflective, like gosh, it's almost like there's an ocean inside of it.
oh, yeah, there is another tone in there.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just neat. Okay, and then of course, really handy to have the little crystals and fire polish, and a really good supply of those too. Oh, hey, I just didn't even notice these. So I've always
We
wanted to make
have,
like what a friend of mine taught me about. Have you heard of an earring style called jhumka? I hope I'm saying it
no.
right. It's from India, and it's like a style where they looks like multiple bells layered or tiered, and it's usually for weddings, but just a very
Oh,
very beautiful look. I would love to do something like that, starting with these, and then maybe the caps under it, and then oh goodness, I saw something else that I spotted that made me think of, oh, so the bales. These are going to fit over all of these, right?
yes, they do. They fit over also if you want to layer.
Yeah, I think you could even get two of them in.
You
Like,
can get two through there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Well, I'm
That's
trying to see
pretty
what
for
you
a
do with it.
bracelet.
Exactly. Yeah, you can put charms on there. I can see that
Mm-hmm.
looking just so neat.
Oh, that's
Okay,
gorgeous.
well, I am dying to know what you're going to do with this box. 'Cause I often look at your channel for inspiration for things to do with beads. So because I'm a seed beader mainly now. I mostly just like seed beads. I know exactly what to do when I get a seed bead. But sometimes I get beads like these, and it's a little harder for me. Like I sit there and I have to think about it for a while. Like what am I going to do next, right? And
Uh-huh.
so I'll
Yep.
often look at your channel and see what you're doing with them. And your photography is so good.
Oh, thank you.
It makes it
Um,
really easy for me to snag inspo there.
well, what I've been trying to do is add the Danielle, um, taking a page out of your book and just maybe putting in some seed beads and doing a
Oh,
little bit of wrap. You have so many incredible videos out there, not just
thank
with
you.
Michael's and not just on your channel, but with all the collaboration that you do. And when I'm looking through some of these names, like Maria, and I see her here, she's there at your Michael's classes. She's
Yeah.
there at Softflex classes. I see her everywhere, and so it's so incredible how everybody's techniques, beads, everything all comes together. Just like with Nealay. Nealay is in Great Bead Extravaganza, and he'll team up with somebody else. And
Mhm.
you take you just he's done that. He made an amazing pair of earrings. I haven't even attempted them yet because he makes it look so easy. He had some white or cream colored pipe chain, and he made
Uh,
teardrop earrings. And what he did was he had done just a wire all the way, just a messy wire with adding a bead here and there and wrapping, and it just looked so incredible. He made it look so easy, just like you do. And
oh.
I know that it's not that easy. And How many times have I reached out to you with a picture saying, what did I do wrong? Oh no, I did something
You've
wrong.
always got it though. You've always got it.
So yes. So if none of you have ever seen Nealay's kits, this is pretty
Yeah.
much a standard. And I think I saw a comment about how he coordinates them and he puts a lot of thought into them, you know, by even including wire, including findings, including ear wires. I mean, it's just, I saw these here and I think we kind of had the same thing in mind where I
Yeah.
was seeing something like
This is what
this.
I'm. Oh.
I was just wanting just to easily stack them, do one of
Mhm.
those Sarah Lovecraft knotted head pins,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm done, right? It could be just as simple as that. Or again, with these colors, they just, everything just blends so well. Look at this red with
That's a neat
this
piece. Yeah. I
blue.
was like, wow. Huh.
Look at that. I don't know if it's coming
So
across.
for me, this is a challenge piece. The only thing that's popping in my mind for this right now is to
Yes.
do like a spiral rope and have this be the focal on a spiral rope,
Oh.
which would be tons of seed beading in one bead. Right? That's all I got. But I'm feeling like with this, we could do something where they kind of hang, you know, like almost like a little waterfall. Something going on here.
Yeah,
Something
yes.
going
And
there.
again, there's so much. You have all these little beads here, and yeah, it's
Another
cool.
thought I
I just,
had that was inspired by the bracelet you have on right now. I don't have any memory wire in front of me, so I might have to change it up. But I would love to do something where the pipe chain comes around, and then there's like a either wired or beaded, you know, beading wire kind of thing like this in between, and
uh-huh,
it's like
uh-huh.
I don't know how I would construct it,
Yeah.
but just seeing it like that.
So instead of so here it is. Instead of having the pipe chain come all the way around, having your finishing edge be more like the beads.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
fact, like the pipe chain could be like at the one side pipe chain at the like kind of at the back of the
Mm-hmm,
wrist, and the
mm-hmm.
top would be the beads, and it would clasp like over here.
That'd be
Um,
so cute.
and I was just thinking about like that together with one of these and one of these on it.
Oh, that'd be so pretty. I went doubled up. I went doubled up on this where I want to double my capture chain and make up a
Oh,
double bracelet. That's what I would love to do.
I think
And
that's
then
awesome.
what is everybody like? Do they go bracelets when they get kits like these? Do you go bracelets or necklaces? It's so easy too, just to um, again, he gives you so much. So I'm going to tell you how much of this capture chain in
Yeah.
the antique. It's 18.
So there's a trend here in the comments I noticed. So the blues,
Yeah, the
loving
blues.
those
Yeah.
blues. Oh my
So
gosh, those
of
colors. Yeah.
the colors are just stunning. This here, there is 36 inches. So you get a full 3 foot spool of this capture
Wow.
chain. Amazing. And I am loving this chain here with the blue, with gosh, this would be for me, I would love this as a necklace with just maybe a little something hanging down here. I think I might throw some silver in there and
And some great ideas.
just mix metals. And then these guys,
Those are so cool.
these are amazing. I wonder if this is the same type of who does in the Great Bead Extravaganza. There's someone that does all the wood. Who does all the
Hmm,
wood? I've only been
it's a good
around Great Bead
question.
Extravaganza for a couple of years. So is it?
I'm less familiar with that one. The companies I know of that do those,
Uh-huh.
Vintage and Jewelum.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah,
bet
they
these
both
are.
do.
Yeah. But could you imagine these as earrings? That would be
Oh yes, that would be cool.
incredible. It'd be stunning, absolutely stunning. Because you can also just dress them up and have
Mhm.
just have a bead up at the
Oh,
top, and then like you said, paint, do beading
yeah,
around. You've got all these little crevices here that you can fill in. I
that's
would
so
love
cool.
to see what you could fill in with all of this. Because
We
look
could
at
put
all
some
those
beads in
beads
there.
behind you.
I know, and I can change up the colors. Now that I've seen the colors, I'm actually thinking of swapping this one and maybe saving my turquoise for later, but I still feel like, well, I mean, I could bring this in, but I think I like the bronze that's going here better. So save those. What about
I
this
do
blue?
love the, let's see, what blue do you have?
Like this one might work.
Ah, is that this one?
That's the one you've got, I think. Do you have it? Yeah. Okay. Because can you see that like on here, like
Yay!
when these together?
Guys, I
It
turned
might make it
around and
really
I
pop.
had something that Danielle has. Actually, I just bought it
Yay.
today. Our Michaels has these now, these curated three three-piece tubes. So these are 10 OC beads. I got some 6O as well in a different
Halloween
color.
colors. So
Yeah, so
cool.
that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to tell you guys something else that I am seeing with this, and I'm going to just mesh in some Danielle wicks and with my silver silk. But Danielle, you do an amazing job with
Thank
these
you.
little 3-packs. I love these 3-packs. So these are, you dropped them, what, a few weeks ago? Few weeks
Yeah,
ago?
it was an experiment. I didn't make very many. I think I only made like 20 of each color. And it
And I
was
bought 5 of each.
often like when I make my kits, where there's like a planned project and a PDF and all that. When I do my kits, I buy the bags from John Bead and
Mhm.
like the 500-gram bags because that's how the factory sells them. And then I have leftovers. I don't know what to do with them. And there's, I have a lot of beads at this point just kind of piled up. So I'm like, well, hey, I'll put them in the shop. I'll just have to present them
Mhm.
in a way that makes them like more interesting than just, hey, there's this tube of beads. Right. So that's why I came up with that. And I was inspired. I have to give some credit to the Jesse James Beads folks because that's one of the inspirations for me to stack it like that. They were the first folks I've ever seen that did that. And I thought it
Well,
was very cool, very creative, and
yes,
a great
and
way to
I
use that
love
from
it.
extras.
Yes, and look at these colors look really good with them too, with this too.
Oh yeah, so like there's a story to the color in the middle there.
Yes?
It's a really unusual bead. It's one that I had not seen before. It's actually a clear bead. It's crystal, but the
Oh,
inside is color lined. And there's like a whole
okay.
line of check beads like that where the outside's just crystal and all the color you're seeing is coming from the lining on the inside. The bonus there is that's not going to come off. So like when you're wearing
Oh,
it, that color's permanent. And so I love that for that reason. You'll also see them called, they have a couple names, but you'll see them called lined or Terra, like CL Terra, crystal lined
oh,
Terra. And then
those
the
are
two you've got
so
on the
gorgeous.
sides are opaques.
Yeah, so pretty. And they match perfectly with this. If you can see all the colors here. Look at
Oh,
that.
wow.
They just match perfectly. And that's what I like. So if any
Yay.
of you, I mean, I was new to seed beading. Everything I had done was just getting a kit and assembling a kit. And then I started attending like the Jesse James Beads events and the Softlex events. And again, I don't know what to buy. So I just go to Danielle's Etsy shop and see what she has put together. And this is where I found all of these gorgeous little palettes that she put together. And so thank you very much for putting all
Oh, you're
this
welcome.
together, because then, I mean, I think I joked in your Michael's class that with, is her name Carmi?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Carmi? Okay,
Yeah.
because everybody always talks about your backdrop. Oh my gosh, look
Yeah.
at
The
all
back.
that. And I said, yeah, I have a bunch of baggies taped to the back of
To
mine.
I think I saw you. I saw that one pop up during the Zoom. Yeah. I love that. That was so cool.
But and so again, now here I am. I'm doing, just to show another project, I'm doing
Oh,
one of these super duos.
Oh,
that I
yay.
got in a Kelly's mystery box, and I found a video. Did you say it was from August of 2021 or
2021.
2020?
Yeah, that was
2020.
a while ago. We did that one.
Yeah, so I just love it. I just started playing around with it, and I had clamshell and started doing that. And so then I also have those gorgeous bead caps that you put together. This is only half of it. I only got halfway done, but
Oh,
for
yeah.
Nealay, it was
And
for end caps.
that was a fun one. That tutorial, I actually uploaded all those to my website so folks can find them.
Good, 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 good. Because
They're under
again,
my
I do.
tutorials section.
If anybody, if you have not gone to daniellewicksjewelry.com, she has so many patterns
Oh,
and tutorials there for you just to go have. You know, that you didn't have to sign up for a class. You didn't have to pay for them or pay a subscription. They're just there and they are amazing. They're incredible. And
oh, thanks.
yeah, I lean on that all the time, just like this. This I think that the tutorial is on your website.
Oh, that one? Well, maybe there. Well, that was what I did for Michael's, but it might actually be findable a couple places. Let me think. I think actually the best way to find that might be
Yeah.
to go to blog.johnbead.com and
Oh,
search Last Days of Summer pendant, and it's there. I wonder if I
that's
could find a link and post it. I can do that, I think.
so maybe I found it
What's that?
on John Bead's web. Maybe I found it on John Bead's website.
It might be
So
that, but I also did a reprise of it at Beadfest using twin beads.
mm,
So like yeah, I've done it a few times. It's kind of like a go-to thing. So it's out there. Yeah.
that's right. And you were honored at Bead Fest as one of the top trendsetters, correct? Was
Oh
it
yeah, with
Trendsetter Award
Nealay.
that you got? Yes.
Nealay and Sam and Kirsten were there. Yeah, we were all
That's awesome.
we needed more of the gang. Like because Nealay wasn't there in person, so we needed him to come for the next one for sure.
Now, the fun thing about Neelay's kits and is that this kit, I think, is what he's using at the Fall Fest
Oh, is he?
for the Great Bead Extravaganza. But here's the amazing thing about his kits. If you guys have not been exposed to them, you can do anything you want with them. They're not just here's what you're supposed to do it. You get them in advance. Just I think the Fall Fest is in what, November? Is it
Is
in
it?
November? I don't
I
know.
think so. Yeah, I think so.
I could be confusing it with Sam's thing that he's doing in Oakland. That
Oh
bead.
yeah, there's some kind of event going on. I think that's like a bead show, maybe, or like a
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah,
So, but I know that the Great Bead Extravaganza, they have the Fall Fest. And I see Colleen. I don't know if it's
yeah.
Colleen or
Colleen's here.
Colleen. Okay,
Thanks,
I see
Colleen.
Colleen here. She knows all the dates. She knows all the places. I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
her
Colleen
every
is amazing.
she oh my gosh. Yes. And Colleen, we did a shout out to Sarah because we have Cecilia here from Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, she was saying. I'll go back and find her comment. So she said Sarah's having the time of her life in Vegas.
Oh. And Fall Fest. Thank you, Maria. October 22nd and 23rd.
Oh, thank you. Let me go ahead and put that one up. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, that's coming up, and that is the one that is with Great Bead Extravaganza, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The one in November. I think Sarah is coming to California. That is going to be exciting. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is Danielle coming to California?
I don't know if I can make it because it's right after a trip that I'm already taking. So I'm like trying to like, I got to be home sometimes.
Well,
I got to
Oakland
figure
is,
out like how, but I could try to find
yeah.
them. My folks are right there. They live like in Sacramento, so they're not far from where you are, I think.
Right. They are just North Highway 99 for me, about 80 miles. So
80 miles, and 80 miles in California is like we just do that for lunch, right?
and then Sam is just to the west of me.
Yeah, he's over
in
in
Oakland
Oakland,
in the
right?
Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
See,
small world.
it is a small world. So you can fly into Sac or you can fly into Oakland. So
Yes, for sure.
our airport here is itty bitty, so you won't be flying into Turlock, but there's one in
No,
Modesto that you
there is. Yeah, that one's pretty close. Yeah.
yeah. So that's cool. So that's what I love about these kits. And I thank you so much, Danielle, for saying yes when I said, let's just live, let's play,
Mhm.
let's just see. Because you've done lives, you've been a guest. I've been a guest, but as a guest typing the comments, and we do all of our little
Oh,
sidebar,
you've never done like
conversations. And
a live guest? I didn't realize. Oh, yay!
you're it. You're it. And we're showcasing Nealay, that
Oh,
actually is where I met you. So
that is so
that's just
cool.
so fitting. And just, oh, let's see. Sam's is in November. I think it's like the 5th and 6th.
Oh
And
yeah,
I get, oh, she gets to
she gets
help
to babysit the
babysit the
doggies.
dogs.
That's
Oh,
really nice. That's super cool.
oh. I hear them. I've never seen them, but I hear them. And
Yeah,
so,
I hear them in
yeah,
her
so
lives. I can tell the barks apart now because I watch all. Yeah.
I'm surprised. My dog's being very good. You're not hearing him tiptoe around or
Oh.
anything because um, we don't. We're single floor. We only have one floor, and basically during the pandemic, the front room of our house turned into my office, which is
Oh yeah.
now my jewelry making workshop. And if you guys to see everything here, I could put an open sign on my front door and you can come in and shop for days because I'll just show one thing. Can I show this? I
Yeah.
have a Nealay bin. Okay. It's full. It's full. Full of
You
stuff.
might have more
Jam
silver
packed.
silk than me.
The sad thing is that I have this too.
That's more silver silk?
Yeah.
Well, you're never gonna. You're ready for like. You can make a whole store.
I can make a whole store. But also too what I bought an extra one of your kits. So I bought an extra one of your kits that you and Carol Carmen did.
That's
And
I
you
love
still
that kit.
have them. Yeah, I looked this morning. You still have them on your site.
I
And
do. You
so
still have a few of them.
yeah, I did make it. I did make it exactly as you guys prescribed. how you
Yeah, we
intended
have a
it to
PDF
be.
that comes with that one that shows how
Yes.
Carol did those designs. Yeah.
And this one is going to be a free for all.
Ah, I
I
can't
don't know what
wait.
I'm going to do with this one yet, but I'm going to do a
You're gonna
video.
just like make your own thing, like
Yeah.
come up with. All right. That's gonna be really fun to see. Definitely, and very
Oh,
cool.
thank you, Colleen. She loves
Oh yeah,
my tooth
I'm gonna put
here.
this up.
Yeah. I have such a blast, and I have more coming up too. So he reached out and he says, do you have any more? Do you have any more toots? And I said, oh, do I have any more toots? Yeah, I have more toots for your Tuesday tutorials. I love anything I can do with silver silk. And Danielle, you've turned me into a seed beading. It's so addicting, and I think I saw that
It is.
on your live that you had with Carol.
Yes.
Someone
Yeah.
had said it's very addicting, and it is. It's soothing. Your videos, you make it calm. You make it. Yeah, I lean on you all the time. You think just me messaging you is leaning on? No, I watch your videos all night too.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad they're out. They're helpful because it feels good to help people get into seed beading too. It's for me like it's really a way to just kind of get my mind to calm down at night, like if I'm trying to like relax or just to stop thinking about stuff, So seed beading, if it's kind of a gift in that way, it's like yoga for the mind, kind of. Well, I guess yoga is for the mind, but it's just another way to just get to kind of meditate, I guess. Yeah.
And I see Teller says it's her therapy or his.
There,
I
that's
know
the
who
word I was
Teller
looking
is.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is. Seed beading
Yeah,
is
exactly.
it's therapy because it is. It's not I like I said, I just started just putting this together thinking oh, I think I just want to make a stack necklace or bracelet because I don't know if I can do this or not. And I don't know why I doubt myself when I'm following your instructions, because your instructions are
Oh,
amazing. I don't know if anybody's ever seen her instructions or not, but they're just so
thank
easy
you.
to follow. And again, I'm not a seed beater, and I've made your stuff.
That's good. That's so cool to hear. I'm nervous about this Friday. So this Friday I agreed to jump on with Sam and we did a seed beading kit that's kind of like more advanced than what I usually would try to do in an hour. So
Mm-hmm.
this one is gonna be a true test of like what can I how can I very quickly explain like something that is a little trickier. So we'll
Uh-huh.
see. Everyone will. I'm sure everyone will be super kind and bear with me.
Oh,
But it's
of
it's a
course.
challenging one. But when it's epic, and when it clicks, and when you create that piece, you'll be if you weren't already hooked on seed beads, you will be after that because it's
Oh
like
my gosh.
it's really
Okay,
fun the way
so
the way it comes together.
with both of us on the Pacific time zone,
Uh huh.
I'm so cool with it being 10 o'clock for me and messaging
Yeah,
because I
me
know
too.
that
I'm
you're probably going
often
to
up
see
late
it.
anyway too.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's super cool. And so, what are you making for Sam?
It is a herringbone stitch with the beads spiraling around. So you put a little fire polish bead and you just alternate its position all the way around. I've done it before. It's actually on my website. You can see a version of it. But
Uh-huh.
um, there's a spin that we're putting on it too, and it features some of the Harlequin check seed beads that are a two-tone seed bead that has like two colors put together in one.
Uh-huh.
And I get those from John Bead, and he ordered a bunch from John Bead. He got all three colors.
Of course he
So he's
did.
got the flame. He's got the one that's like Christmas colors, which is a mix of green and red. And he
Hmm.
got there's another one that's kind of like an earth tone. It's almost like a brown with a little bit of green going on, olive, and then a little bit of topaz.
Oh gosh.
And so
I
he's
cannot
launching
wait.
those this week, and he's getting a bunch of John Bean stuff. So it's going to be a really fun week over there.
I don't know if anybody has watched anything with Sam's or I was introduced to Sam via Nealay because I was watching
From Nealay,
something for
yeah.
Nealay, and of course, right away jumped into the his monthly bead box immediately, and been watching all of his shows and just to see what's happened with his website. He's has Beadalon, he has John Bead, I mean, he has so much, his silver silk, when
Mm-hmm.
he can keep it in stock, because everything goes flying off the shelf. I don't know about anybody
Yeah.
else, but when I get the message that Danielle Wick's kit is available, life stops and I have to go on there and order.
I feel like sometimes, like when he and I design a kit now, we've only done a few. This is like our third one, but when we go to design a kit, it's more like me just walking him through. Here's all the really cool stuff that we have on the John Bead website that you might not be able to find because with 70,000 products, if it's not brand new and we just launched it, it just disappears into the abyss of
Mm-hmm.
like the
Mm-hmm.
website is so big. But I'm a nerd and I like to study things and I scour the pages and so I memorize seed bead colors and tones and shades. And so when he says, "Well, I need a brown that looks like this and goes with this," I'm like, "Boom, done. Know the part number." So
I could
I
just
walk
turn
him through
around
that
and here it
part.
is right here.
Yeah, and so he's like, "I need my seed bead nerd to help me find the stuff."
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and so
And
that's why we really click on that because it's and also we agree always on like the colors we want to put together somehow, and that's not
mhm.
always something people totally like you might disagree, like I won't want that pink with that color or that. We always are like, no, yes, that's perfect, and it's just
Oh my
done.
gosh. So
And he says
us, we
he clicks like that
yeah.
with Sarah too, so I think it's just he has an eye for it. I agree.
Well, for us that see I guess we kind of see like the finished product after you guys have done all of your little negotiating on what's going to
Yeah,
go here, what's going to go there. And so it just I know for me it just seems so well put together that you don't think that you guys could be going, no, not that tone of blue, no, this one, or that pink, no, I want some brown or mustard.
yeah.
Mustard is the color.
Oh my god, mustard! I know, right? I mean, we could put mustard with this, and would it not work? Because it goes
Oh,
with.
we could.
I think it would work really well. Look at that.
Nealay loves mustard.
Yeah,
He
he does.
loves mustard. If
That's why
he
you
can
could
throw
pull it in with
mustard,
like
oh
any
yeah.
colors.
And
Oh,
I'm
for
looking
sure.
around like I have that tube here.
I think you have it. I think I sent you 11.0 though. I can send you some 8.0.
Is that
You
what
were
these
you
are?
were really jamming on 11.0s at the time, so I think I grabbed all those. Yeah, perfect.
Is that the same color?
It's the same
Yes.
color. Yep. Your tube's a little different because I ran
Yay.
out of the big tubes. But it's the I think I have it here in case folks want another.
Opaque glazed.
Yeah, let me
Oh, I
find
love
it in
it.
my little stash here.
Does
Oh,
everybody like
I'm in the
this
same boat.
color?
I'm in the mini. I split my tube with you. That's why I don't have like a. This one is 4692.
Oh, that's right. You were talking. Oh, wait. Yeah, 4692.
Yeah, it's a 4692.
The Mayuki codes.
And like you can type in
Yeah.
8-4692 or 11-4692 and they'll come up.
This is gorgeous. I think you're right. That goes right there with it.
And then what if you? I mean, this does not go together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's
then
gonna go really
this
great.
is the other color I have.
I'm just looking at these together with it.
Oh my goodness. Is everybody just loving these colors?
I'm loving it too. I need to do something.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. My world is Sam, Sarah, Danielle, Nealay. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna put
love
that one.
it. I love it. And
Aw.
Cindy says her favorite stitch
hey, Lana.
is brick. Brick
Oh
stitch.
yes, yeah. I love brick stitch too. It's very versatile, so you can do a lot with it.
Yeah, and then go back onto Danielle's YouTube channel and check out what she did using these connectors that she has at her Etsy shop too. Her and Carol Carmen got together, and oh my goodness, it's amazing.
We demoed this earlier. Earlier today, we popped on and we showed how to do these connectors. So that's already in replay on our channel there. And yeah, I mean, that was really fun when we were trying to decide, like I was going to do just the connector stitching and then I'm like, but I really want to show how to do the hammering too, because everyone was asking me about that. And that was Carol's first live too. And I just kind of like sprung it on her like, hey, can you go show this? And she's like, okay. So yeah.
When Danielle asks, you do. You just say yes. You just say yes.
She was cool.
Though, yeah, no, you guys did an incredible job. It was amazing. We got to see a whole bunch. Just like today, I feel like I'm going all over the place because talking about Nealays. Yeah, but then Maria, she's awesome. She already hammered her connectors.
Oh, that's great to hear. Oh, that's awesome. I haven't tried it yet. You know, I need to try it. I was watching as Carol did the hammering and I thought, gosh, how cool. And we could also do like painting on them too, you know, like we could color them like with some of the patina paints.
Yeah.
That was an idea I didn't think of earlier that just popped in my mind. So many cool ideas.
What's the sulfur?
Oh, liver of sulfur?
Yeah.
Would that work on brass? I wonder.
I don't know. Does it work on brass?
It works on copper and silver, so I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. I don't have any, but you know, because again, I haven't made that deep dive. So I mean, I do have a lot of stuff. If you were to look,
the obsession grows.
I have one of those big furniture monstrosities that you have. You order it, you get it, you put it together, and you're like, I'm never going to be able to fill it all up. Oh no, I have all my different bins, and I have my Danielle Wicks bin too.
You do?
I have yes, it's under. Let's see what I all have in it. I have my bin. I love those masterpieces.
Oh, you have the masterpiece boxes. That's cool.
Oh, I love masterpiece boxes. And there's new ones. There's new ones too. Oh, Maria says, I have a different hammer, so it's a little different. That's awesome. I have a hammer that is like a straight edge. Nealay did a hammering with someone where they
Oh, yeah,
hammered
riveting
a
hammer.
leaf.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so it's more of a straight edge. But boy, when I hammer, I hammer my fingers more than I hammer
I think
the
you were saying that
actual.
earlier. Yeah, I caught that one. I'm not
Yeah.
really good at. I just took a class when I was in Bead Fest. I took a class with Q Femme. She's from the Urban Beater, and she
Oh,
actually has all the hammers on her website. And I didn't
oh.
even know there were that many different kinds of hammers. I thought, you had the nylon and the not nylon one. That was kind of right. And I used to do metals, but it just I wasn't. I did a different kind. I did the flex shaft kind of metals. Like I wasn't really
Uh-huh.
hammering as much. But yeah, like there's chasing hammers. There's riveting hammers. There's another one that was like a aviation one. Like it's used in aviation. I don't know. So she has all of them in descriptions, and if you take her classes, you can figure out like how to use different ones. And I made a bowl, a metal bowl when I was there, like with a
Oh my
dapping
goodness.
tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
Oh,
fun. Really outside of my wheelhouse. Haven't done metals in a long time, and
yeah.
you just got to do that kind of stuff. Shake it up and see like what ideas it gives you.
Hmm.
And I think it
Did you
brought
say it was
renewed interest to metals for me.
after children because of the chemicals and the
Yeah,
actual the time that you have to there's a certain amount of time that you have to devote when you have kids.
that's kind of what
They
happened to
cry when
me
they're going to cry.
for sure. Yeah, and I had all this stuff. Like I had my before I moved into to the house I live in now. I had a more of a garage, and
Hmm.
I had stuff out there like the oxygen and tanks out there that I can make a really high flame. I used to do it's called metal clay. Precious metal clay was my jam. I loved it. I had like copper clay, and I loved making shapes and little settings, and I could resize rings for people and just all those little things. I
Oh my
stopped
goodness.
doing that, but there were
The
so many
talent
chemicals,
is
and
endless.
yeah. And plus, if you set up to do that kind of work, you
Uh-huh.
need a good chunk of time, like to do that work without having to stop and do something. And
Hmm.
so that's how I became a seed beater. I think was not having that outlet anymore and still needing to do something with my hands
Hmm.
and being
Hmm.
really into jewelry already. I just kind of transitioned to, and I was really drawn to the look of some of the looming projects that I would see. It was really big at the time, but you would see all these beautiful patterns posted. Peyote was like
Yeah.
one of the challenges that I took on after learning herringbone, and it kind of took off from there. And so, like Friday, we're doing a herringbone round stitch, and I think it's going to be one of the if you're new to seed beading, it might be one of the more challenging things to try.
Hmm.
But so I'm just gonna just bravely attempt and just
Oh,
do it.
I love it. And
And I think
Teller
I will.
has an amazing question,
Oh, she
and you
does.
know the answer to that.
I do. Yes,
You can stamp
you can absolutely
on them.
stamp on them. And I think because I'm not a knowledgeable stamper, what I would do is like watch some of those impress art tutorials that are out there. They have a bunch on both their own channel, and they did a bunch for Michaels too. And you can get
Mhm.
all of their stuff at Michaels, like their stamps. I own an embarrassing number of stamps that I've never used. Like 'cause I got obsessed with it after one of the workshops for JJB.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I got a bunch of them, and then but my stamping is it's not where I feel like I can share yet. Like it doesn't look. It's hard. Like
Yeah, yeah, it is hard.
yeah.
I've kind of dove in on the luxury line side of
Uh-huh.
stamping my sterling silver and gold filled pieces.
Oh, so you do.
I go through more than what sometimes it takes me like 3 attempts. But there's a
Yeah.
tool, and I used to have it right here at arm's length. There's a little tool. They have a little like jig that you put the little stamp, the stamp in, and it holds it all together. And you just give it a whack, and it holds everything all right together. It's amazing. It was life changing. And so now yeah. But again, my stamping, I stamp my hands and fingers and everything. And the last thing I'm going to do is probably seed bead in front of you because
Aw,
I
no.
stabbed myself 1,000 times. I don't know if anybody else
Aw.
does. Am I doing something wrong? Where I
No,
just
my friend Lena, one of the Jumbie designers that,
uh-huh,
I know you've probably seen her work on our
uh-huh,
pages.
yes.
She told me that all the time that happens to her. We figured out in her case it was that she's working with short sharps. The needles are short sharps instead of the long
Oh,
needles.
uh-huh.
So if you're using like the Beadalon size 10s or
Yes, this is what I have.
that one, you're less likely to have that happen. So, but it can still happen.
It does.
Yeah. Mhm.
I just sometimes feel like my fingers are, what are they called? The cushions, pin cushions.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I get all like, I'm all like this going, okay, so I'm supposed to have it go towards me. And next thing I know, I'm in this like weird position that I don't even know if it's probably a
Actually,
good
that's like
yoga position.
that's great feedback for diagrams. Orientation matters, right? Like, and I
Oh,
ran into a lot of
yeah.
problems when I first started illustrating and in writing tutorials in general. I was working with Tracy at TierraCast and doing one, and I was calling them seeds and I was indicating up and down. And she's like, okay, there is no up and down on a page, right? You got to tell people relative to something else in the diagram what you're referring
Uh-huh.
to.
Mm-hmm.
Or introduce that at the beginning, which is what we ended up doing. And one of them was saying, hey, down is toward the center and up is toward the outside of the ring that we were using. And so that's how we ended up describing it. But at the time, I was just like, hey, everyone knows where down is. It's towards you, right? And I don't think that way. Like, I think about it just, so I feel like I've grown in describing things from where I was maybe 3 years ago. Hopefully.
So I got on at the right time then.
Yeah, you didn't. If you catch some of my earlier stuff, it was there was a lot of practicing out there that I did, where I just got out there and tried stuff. I used to do a ton of work with beadshop.com, and I still love them. They do a lot of really beautiful tutorials, and so they got me into like more leather stuff. Like I was really getting into leather through them. But that was my first like chance to write tutorials because they had this really great web group, and if I had an idea and I posted it, people would ask me questions about it. And so then I started taking pictures, and then I started taking pictures and putting them in a Word document. And then next thing you know, I'm doing like layout processing. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, well, I can't really take a picture of that and have it look like no one can see the thread. So, and then suddenly I need to illustrate.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly I'm on the computer again as much as I was before, my former life.
Well, we thank you for that. Any of you guys out there, we thank her for that because there was a project and there was like an R and an L, and I'm like, oh, okay, so right, left,
Oh,
okay. And
yeah.
I did exactly what you said. So I printed it out. It might have been a Michael's class, and I printed it out, and then I'm laying my little thing down. I'm like, oh no, mine doesn't look like that. My working thread. You like that? My working thread.
Yeah.
My working thread is not coming out the way yours. So I just
I'm glad that
did.
helps.
Yeah, so I just did the whole thing where I just took it apart. It was just much easier just to take it apart rather than trying to get everything to go back through. And but no, I appreciate all the work that you put in. And tell her,
Oh, thank you.
yes, you stabbed yourself a couple of times. I want to say yay because it makes me feel better that I'm not the only one. And
Nope, not alone.
yeah. And Maria says your handouts are awesome.
Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it.
I keep
Yeah,
on
I put some
arm's
effort into
length.
those. Like for a project,
Yeah,
stitching
like
it up
these.
takes maybe a quarter of the time it takes to write it up. But once you
So
write it up,
here,
then it's there forever. And if you forget, you can go remind yourself, which is another bonus of having done it that way.
oh yeah, and so
Yeah.
they're just amazing. I feel like sometimes you're answering my question, and this is before I even talked with you, and I was like, oh, she knows exactly where I'm going with this, and they're just so easy to follow. And again, I've nothing against any other seed breeder that I tried to learn from, but you give us the how and the why, and I think those two have to go together. For me, they do. And so that when I'm doing something, I feel like I'm recognizing me going in the wrong direction or what so, and I understand more of the passes. And in today's, when you were at the very end and you went back through, I understand why you go through the beads that you go through to get back out.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so again, you're talking, you're not being fluffy. You're not being fluffy at all. You're telling us what we need, and it just helps out a ton.
Well, that's
Crash
so cool.
course.
Crash course. Yep. For sure. I love being able to show the comments. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, because you've always been a guest, correct?
I have, yeah. I haven't been able to do this before, so this is a really great experience for me. And I haven't tried to do any like deep bead weaving projects yet on my own lives. I leave those for ones where I have help. But yeah, I mean, it's not like as scary as I thought it would be trying to do the screen switching and stuff. So it's actually really fun. So I could see me getting into it. Yeah,
That's awesome. Well, because you have someone in your chat that helps every single person that I watch. If it's not Sarah, Nealay, Sam, and you know who you are, Colleen.
I know.
You're
Actually,
out
I was
there
just talking
helping
to. I hope
everybody.
maybe I wasn't sure if it's okay to mention, but I was just actually talking to Colleen about coming on to moderate for me too. So hopefully it's okay. But yeah, because I think it's one of those things where you cannot be just all by yourself doing this stuff. You have to have somebody out there helping you out. So
And it is because I'm kind of watching the chat, but then I'm watching you, and then I'm just kind of scanning back and forth. And so this is, oh, look at what she said. 2 hearts.
And she's busy too because she's helping out, I believe, Nealay and Sarah.
And Sam too.
And
I
Sam
think she's
too.
on Sam's. Are you on Sam's too, Colleen?
Oh yeah. Well, I saw a comment from Wanda. She's going to try the tubular peyote. Let me know how that goes. If you need any extra questions with that, because that is a really fun one, and I feel like it's a really cool way to get like a lot of different jewelry made really quick because it's it stitches up pretty fast, and then just waiting for the glue to dry is the part that.
Can I show mine?
Yeah.
Can I
please.
show
Yeah.
mine? Should I just move?
I'll put you on the big screen here.
Okay. Don't tell Nealay, but I'm moving Nealay out of the way. Oh, you're doing it there. Okay. So I have, look at there. And I did send it to, I sent a picture to Danielle when I got a little stuck, and it was because I did get up and walk away and I didn't leave myself in a very good place. And when I went back, I guessed at where I was, and I had just started, but look at how it all came out. I did that.
That's amazing. I love it.
And it's because of you, Danielle.
Aww.
And Sam for putting this all together. But it's just, I made exactly what she said. I went and I did all the wire wrapping, and yes, it took me an hour, but I love wire wrapping. For me, wire wrapping that's my therapy. I love to wire wrap and barrel knot and just anything. Now the seed beading. On a Saturday night, I'm messaging, thank you, Angela, thank you. And Wanda, you can do this. You can do this. And I have all 3 colors, by the way, too. So this was
yeah. Oh, you got the blue as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah.
I went right when you guys announced that there was going to be another color. I went on his website and then put me down on the wait list. And then when I got the email, like I said, life stops in that moment when you get the email notification, because you got to go out and grab it. But you guys did a great job on all the colors for all of them. And I know I have more here because I have the blue too. And for those of you, last week, Danielle was talking, we were messaging each other, and she was talking about, oh, I'm going to go, put together the blue one. I said, oh, I am too. And it might have been last Saturday night. And I was like, oh, wait, I don't have mine yet. So I was like, oh.
But you saw it. You knew it was coming.
Yeah. So it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And it was fun to put together. Here are all of the wire wraps.
Those took a fair amount of time, I feel like.
Oh yeah. And so I have some wire wraps here. Again, this looks exactly like yours. Yeah. I mirrored yours exactly. I went in and looked at the picture and zoomed in, and how many beads are there? I think the only thing different might be here, where I didn't do 2 of these.
It looks great. I like the way you did it.
Yeah, thank you. And so I have the purple one to do, and I have the blue one to do.
Well, you got a lot.
So.
Yeah, you got a lot to go. And then we have to do our ideas here and post them, which I'm hoping I can get to soon. I've got
Yes, me too.
a few deadlines I'm working, and then I'm gonna get to play with my stuff.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get these put to use.
Me too.
I think
Yeah,
there's so much that you can do with that. Look at all the little holes and cracks and crevices that you can fill in.
Oh yeah,
Or
this is
even
gonna be really fun.
just this is awesome. And again, I love these colors. They're perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really cool. Oh, and the blue. And the blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. I think this is where my palette is going. I feel like it's gonna be like these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And again, I believe
exactly how it's gonna look yet, but some kind of stitch up, maybe. Yeah.
Colleen wants to see some Jenifer Miller kits.
Oh, I know. I'm actually thinking the same thing. I am thinking that too.
Would be awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love Wanda so much. This is really fun too, because like this is after hours, us hanging out beading, which we all in an ideal world would be able to get together and do this stuff, but we're all over the country, and we all have stuff where we have to do. Like I got to get up at the crack of dawn tomorrow, take my kids to the zoo. It's like they really want to go, and it's our last good weather day. It's gonna be 80 degrees here tomorrow, so I'm like, okay, let's do it. But then it's kind of like, oh, but I don't get to bead all day. So, yep. It's so fun.
Well, this is awesome. I thank everybody for joining us. This was beyond cool.
Yeah.
And I have been so when I asked Danielle about, hey, let's do something. We both ordered the same kit. Let's do a reveal so that so that we can just I can get my feet wet being a guest, right, on lives. And we were both checking our I know I was checking my mail and checking everything very closely, just in anticipating this all. So this was cool.
It's 114692. I hope that's coming over. It's a little bit fuzzy. Sorry about that. And that is the same here's the same one in 80. And so you'll see that little 4692 number. That's the Miyuki color code. Yeah. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, this mustard is, yeah. And Wanda, I just went down to my Michael's today.
Yeah. So cool.
I was telling Danielle, Michael's is less than a mile from my house.
Oh, that's really awesome.
I have no excuse for not going down
beads in a pinch. Yeah.
Yes. So no, these are awesome colors too. And please jump on over to Instagram. My Instagram is BellaRayne _jewelry company. Danielle Wicks is Danielle Wicks Jewelry. And jump on over. The other on Jenifer's table. Oh, which one? This one?
Oh, that one. 4695. That's a glazed carnelian. And it's gorgeous. Very beautiful.
Oh no, Angela. She's 45 minutes away. She's 45 minutes away.
So you have to plan your beading strategy. Like you're gonna make that kind of drive, It's yeah.
Oh my gosh, Colleen, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Colleen. Yeah, thank you for your Saturday with us. And I want to wish you guys all lots of creativity. So we're going to do more of these. We'll pop on. I think we're going to do a 4 p.m. Saturday thing, pretty regularly going forward here on my channel. And then, of course, Jenifer, do you have a schedule for your YouTube channel?
No, I don't. Because I don't do the lives. So I just throw out my videos or my pictures on Instagram, or when Nealay lets me jump on. He's let me jump onto his a couple times. So so this was so much fun. And oh, Angela.
Aww.
She has me right there at Krispy Kreme and Bead. Oh my goodness.
That's awesome. Yep. My Michael's is located on the way to and from a Krispy Kreme. Like it's between my house and the Michael's is a Krispy. There's also a Top Hot donut, which those of you in the Pacific Northwest know what I mean about the Top Hot donut. Yeah. I'm like, I'll get it. All I have to, I cannot say no to those. They're so good. Like the lemon, they make a lemon bar. Like, I'm hungry now. So good.
I have an Ace Hardware between me and my Michaels, so the
Oh,
husband
well,
can
that's
go
good.
to
You
Ace
drop the hubby
Hardware,
and then you,
and I could.
yeah,
Yeah,
it works.
awesome.
Angela says, I think they know us. Yeah, they do. They know us very well. They're studying us right now. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for joining us. This was so much
Thank
fun. I
you.
hope it was as much fun for you as it was for
Oh,
us
yeah. Me
here.
too. It's so
And
nice
we'll
to
be
be able to
back.
connect. And we will,
Mhm.
definitely. So please share your ideas. Jenifer, please send me ideas. And everybody out there, anything you guys want to see? I'm currently in full like looking for ideas mode right now. So anything you guys want to see, any products you got out there that you saw at Michael's that are like, are you curious about any of the John Bead e-blasts that you've seen? If you want me to feature something, just let me know, and I'll do something with those. Yeah, and real quick before we go, if you want to know more about these 3 packs, we're doing an unboxing on Tuesday, the 4th. And you do need to go sign up for the Zoom for that, but it is on michaels.com/classes. It's a free Zoom, and we're going to give away a PDF. Well, 2 PDFs. One of them is all of the palettes with their SKUs and their names. So it's like a shopping reference guide. So, you know, like for example, if you're looking for a certain color, you can just browse this PDF, find the color, type in the SKU on your Michaels app, and have it ready so you can drive, pick it up. And then there's a PDF for some designs that I did that we're releasing on that Tuesday too.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. And I'm wishing you a great weekend and want to sing, have a great weekend.
Yay, you
And
too.
Angela's, have a great weekend, you
Aw.
guys.
Aw.
All
And
right.
Cecilia, say hi to Sarah if you see her.
Yes, definitely. Well, best wishes to you guys. Happy Saturday night. And hope you
Bye.
have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.